Hey, welcome back guys to Geo Amplified, and in this video we're going to be looking at contour lines and gradient, how to calculate gradient using contour lines and what is gradient. So stay tuned for this video, but instead of me teaching it, I'm going to hand it over to Mini-Me, and Mini-Me is going to explain everything to you. Take it away, Mini-Me. So we're now looking at gradient, alright? So now with gradient, there's two things you need to know. You need to know the distance and you need to know the height difference, okay? Because gradient is equal to your vertical height difference over your distance. Okay, that is the formula for gradient. So I want to calculate the distance of, let's say we're going to work in green. Let's say I want to calculate the gradient of that line from A to B, from that point to that point. Okay? Now I'm given that that is 2.5 kilometers. I'm given that that is 2.5 kilometers. Now I want to find what is the gradient of that line. Okay? So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to first look at my vertical height difference. Gentlemen, you need to know, this is going up, okay? So we're going up the hill in this direction. This is going up the mountain, or the hill, okay? The contour interval is 20 meters, they give it to me. So I have 420, right? So the next contour up, it will be 440. Why? Because I'm adding 20, that is my contour interval. Then it will be 460. Why? Because I'm going up another contour. This one will be 480, and then you can see I get to 500. Right. Now, point B, I can see the height is 500 meters. Point A, I now know is 440 meters. So I can calculate the gradient and say that the gradient is equal to 500 meters minus 440 meters, right? And my distance, I'm going to say 2.5 kilometers. Okay, so now once I've got this, all of this can fall away because now I'm going to work with just this equation. Right, so now I've just written it bigger, so now we're going to work with this. Right, 500 minus 440 is, okay, it is 60, good. So it is 60 meters, okay, over 2.5 kilometers. But now, 2.5 kilometers, I don't want meters and kilometers together. Remember, it has to be the same. Meters, meters, kilometers, kilometers, centimeters, centimeters, has to be the same, right? It's easier to convert from kilometers to meters than meters to kilometers because else you start getting decimals. Nobody likes decimals. Okay, decimals suck when it comes to working gradient, right? So, I'm going to say 60 meters. And the simple conversion, kilometers to meters is 1,000. So this will be 2,500 meters. Now once I've got that, cool, meters, meters, fantastic. That's what we want. Okay, we now turn it into a ratio. The ratio is simple. The top goes left and the bottom goes right. So I will put the top on the left and the bottom on the right. Do you see I'm not putting the meter sign anymore? Because once it is in a ratio, you don't need to put the unit of measure. Because I know, everyone who knows who works with the ratio will know that it's kilometers, kilometers, meters, meters. It is in a fixed ratio. Okay. Now, we always want to get the left equal to 1. So the left, in order to get 60 to 1, you divide it by itself. Anything divided by itself is 1. A million divided by a million is 1. Okay, so in order to get 60 equal to 1, I divide it by itself. What you do on the left-hand side, you have to do to the right-hand side. So 2,500 divided by 60. Because I divided the left by 60, I will divide the right by 60. 60 divided by 60 is 1. 2,500 divided by 60, a faster way of doing it is just cancel your 2 zeros there. So I have 250 divided by 6, and we will punch that into our calculators now. There we go. 250 divided by 6, we get an answer of 41.6666. Okay? So I have 60 divided by 60 is 1, and I have 250 divided by 6 will be 41.6666, and we round it off to 2 decimal places, so it'll be 67. Right? Gentlemen, that is not your final answer. Your final answer has to be this. Dot, dot, dot. That means, sorry, hiccups. That means therefore. Okay? Therefore, you say, for every 1 meter vertically, you must travel, okay, this is now where the 41 comes in, 41.67 meters horizontally. And that will give you your final mark. That is the final answer, that sentence. Without that sentence, you don't get that last mark. Right? The marks will go as follows. You get 1 mark. Okay, let's put in black so you can see. 1 mark for saying 500 minus 440, so your height difference. 1 mark for giving me your distance, right, and having them in the correct order. You then get 1 mark for converting 2,500 meters, right? Once you convert 2,500 meters, you then get your 3rd mark. After that, you will get a mark for your final answer, because therefore we can see you put it in a ratio and you divide it by 60 to get it equal to 1. Okay, remember you always want to get the left or the smallest equal to 1. Okay, the smallest will always be on your left. So get the left number equal to 1. Once you've gotten that, you'll get your final that. Then, your final mark, the 5th mark, will be that sentence. 1 for doing the height difference, 1 for saying 2,500 kilometers or your distance, 1 for converting your kilometers into meters, and you get 1 for your final ratio answer, and yet the final mark you will get for your sentence. For every 1 meter vertically, you must travel 41.67 meters horizontally. Okay, that sentence will stay the same regardless. It will never ever change. Reason why it will never change, the only thing that will ever change in that sentence is this number. Okay, just excuse the high pitch. Okay, that number is the only number that will change, okay, because it will be this answer over here. That is the only thing of this whole sentence that will change from one gradient to the next gradient to the next. Okay, and that is how we calculate gradient. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. Please remember to leave a like and a comment on any videos you want me to do, experiments, etc. Please leave a comment. Subscribe and hit that notifications button so that you can see when new videos do come out. Cheers guys.